Hello guys, welcome back to Borak Matang. I'm here alone today since Farah been going to honeymoon with her husband. So last episode we have been discussing on the theory of double jeopardy, but today we are going to bring that theory into a real world. So guess what? Today we have a very special guest, our friend Ain.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to share with us your personal experience that might be quite sad.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I would like to share my experience of being arrested and going through a full criminal trial. It's a very traumatizing experience for me, to be honest.
I see, but I can only imagine. But to navigate Ain's story into a legal perspective, we have a very special guest also, the professional one, Miss Linda.
Alright, so thank you, Adira. Glad to be back here.
Yeah.
So, and also, hello, Miss Ain. Okay, so basically, I really glad that we are doing this. We can share Miss Ain's experience, which we can do this as our case study for today. And I am happy to be right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Miss Ain, can you take us back to that day?
Mhm.
Can you tell us in detail what actually happened?
Okay, so it all started during June last year, where I was charged with theft over a company laptop. It was the company that I was working with. So it was a full 6 months trial. It was very dragging. It was very draining lah. And it turns out the judge found me not guilty. So I got acquitted.
That's a clean acquittal, and that should have been the end of it, right?
Yes, I mean that was what I thought.
Yeah.
That was what I thought. But then lately I heard that the police is still looking for me. So I questioned myself, am I going to get arrested again? So that is like what's I'm questioning myself back.
Okay, Linda. So we have heard from Ain's perspective. I'm just wondering, since Ain have been charged and acquitted, can the state just try to convict Ain under different name?
Alright, so basically, this is where the law protect us. Like, have you guys heard about the federal constitution? Miss Ain heard about that.
Yes.
Alright, so as I said in our last podcast, is like the Article 7, Clause 2 of the federal constitution actually protect us from the double jeopardy, which is stated that the fundamental rights that every citizen of Malaysia have. Once you are acquitted, you cannot be tried for the same case or for the same fact. In which where your question is, if they change the name, no, it cannot because it's the same fact, using the same evidence.
Oh, okay. So meaning that when I heard that the police is still searching for me, I got panicked. And so I thought to myself, can they really charge me with something else?
Alright.
Is it illegal?
Right. So that's a very good question, because that's why like most of the citizens of Malaysia will fall for it, or even like they don't know the basic law about it. So basically, in our statutory law, which is in the section 302, if I'm not mistaken, subsection 1 in the Criminal Procedure Code. So we have discussed about the CPC. So this particular section actually stopped the prosecution from doing that. Basically, the prosecution cannot try you again for the same offense. Basically, even let's say they want to charge with misappropriation of the things. So it cannot because it has the same evidence, it has the same facts.
Okay, Linda, I got your point. The same facts. Okay, but Linda, what if the first trial was just a procedural error? Does this still protect someone from double jeopardy?
I can see that. Alright, so actually that's a very real danger in the procedure. We can look at one case that's very famous about the procedural issue, in the case of South Sukin against public prosecutor, whereby in this case actually two people tried together, but the one person actually convicted and the other person actually acquitted. So we can see here there is a different judgment, right? Okay. However, the person that was convicted actually appealed to the High Court, and the High Court found that there was actually a procedural error, and the judge declared that the case was nullity, in which it's void.
So what happened to the person who got acquitted?
The prosecution recharged him. Alright, so we have talked about double jeopardy, they cannot be recharged, and so on, right?
I see.
However, in this case, the person that once acquitted before, he actually used a defense of double jeopardy. However, the federal court stated that the first trial is actually null. So they considered that all the trial is non-existent at all. So as if the charge has been renewed, and they actually consider as the first time.
I see.
First time charge.
Wait, that is actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I got charged before.
Yes.
So meaning that I can go through all that again due to the judge mistake?
It's not like judge mistake. It's just like a procedure when for basically procedure can happen anything, like the prosecution doing the case wrong or any error in the application of the case. Yes, that's very nightmare because like imagine you have been acquitted and suddenly you cannot use double jeopardy. You cannot even use and you have been charged because of what? The previous case was null. That's a very nightmare.
That's very terrifying lah.
Okay, so I can see how delicate these rights are. So I think it's not about winning the case, right? It's about how you won based on the legal validity. The validity is important.
Yeah, you really need to look at that.
So, Miss Linda, I got acquitted from my last charge, right? And I'm aware that there are many types of acquittal and all that. Right? So may I know what like the principles behind those?
Okay, So we actually in the law, in the layperson terms, so I will say it, we have actually two, in which DNAA and also DEA. DNAA actually discharge not amounting to acquittal. So basically, the police can actually arrest you back. However, in your case, I can see that you actually DEA, in which discharge amounting to acquittal.
I see.
Whereby in this case, the double jeopardy can be your shield actually.
Oh, hearing Iron's story and Linda's explanation makes everything so clear. So I think legal literacy is not only for lawyers in a row, but it's for everyone in our everyday life. So, Ayn, what is your message to people?
Alright, so I'm not someone who practices law. I'm just a normal person. However, I just want to let everyone know, please be aware of your rights. Okay, don't sleep on it. Okay, we are still human. We are still citizens of this country. We need to know the law in order for us to protect lah. And so in this case, to protect ourselves from double jeopardy.
Well said, Ayn. Okay. How about Miss Linda, as the professional one? What are your messages to our audience?
Alright, so thank you, Ms. Akira, and also mine. Your message is very well said. Alright, so my message is simple. Do not let the legal jargon intimidate you. So basically, when you are in the courtroom, you are not just a spectator of that case. So you need to actually learn what you learned from the court. And actually, we also made a campaign in which we call that justice is final. Know your shield. Yeah, basically, we just promote how to actually protect yourself as a citizen of Malaysia. So we, as a normal human, we should not be afraid of trial. Alright, so the rule against double jeopardy is actually part of human rights, like we discussed today. So please know your rights and please apply it to your daily life.
Okay, guys, I would like to encourage you guys to head over to our companion website. And thank you, Ayn, for your bravery to share your experience. And thank you, Miss Linda, for giving us some sort of legal armor to protect ourselves. Okay, that's all for today's episode. Stay safe, stay legal. Bye bye. Hello.